Civil union is a legally recognized partnership between two people that grants them similar rights and responsibilities to marriage. Unlike traditional marriage, civil unions act as an alternative for couples who, due to legal or societal restrictions, cannot marry. The history of civil union dates back to 1989 in Denmark, which is the first country to ever introduce this concept, initially as a way to grant rights to same-sex couples. Over time, many countries slowly adopted the civil unions as a step toward recognizing LGBTQ+ relationships. However, civil unions often lack the legal protection from marriages, highlighting the ongoing fight for equality. In the Philippines, this conversation is tied closely with the SOGI Equality Bill. While the civil union is not yet fully recognized here, advocating for the SOGI Bill is a step toward ensuring equal rights and fostering inclusivity for all Filipinos, no matter who they love. Let's continue this discussion and push for a society where love and equality prevail.
Advocating for solutions to modern problems in civil unions. Civil unions were established as a way to grant couples, particularly same-sex couples, similar legal rights to marriage. While this was a step forward, many modern challenges remain, highlighting the need for advocacy to address these issues. One key problem is legal inconsistency. Civil unions are not always recognized equally across states or at the federal level, which can create significant difficulties for couples. For example, a couple in a civil union may have access to health benefits and joint tax filing at the state level, but these rights may not extend federally. Advocacy is needed to push for universal recognition for civil unions, ensuring that they're treated with the same respect and legal protections as marriage. Another issue is public awareness and education. Many employers, healthcare providers, and even government officials lack understanding of civil unions. This leads to situations where couples must consistently explain and fight for the rights they should automatically receive. Advocacy groups could work on campaigns to educate organizations and the public about validity of civil unions and the rights they should receive. Civil unions are often viewed as a second-class alternative to marriage. This stigma can make couples feel their relationships are undervalued or less legitimate. Advocates should work to eliminate this bias and by promoting equality and respect for all relationship choices, whether marriage or civil union. To address these challenges, advocates should focus on policy reforms such as lobbying for equal treatment of civil unions under federal law. They should also launch awareness campaigns to educate the public and push back against stigma. By taking these steps, we can ensure that civil unions provide the equality and dignity they were meant to offer.
At this point in the video, you, the viewers, already know the history and meaning of civil union, and also the modern problems that people go through because of the absence of civil union in this country. Now, we will be interviewing some of our peers about their opinions of civil union.
So do you think civil unions offer enough legal protection for LGBTQ plus couples? Why or why not?
I think there's a disparity between marriage and civil union in terms of the pursuit of monogamy. However, I don't think there's enough legal protection when it comes to civil union. Well, I recognize that there is an acknowledgement of the certain communities such as the LGBTQ rights. It still does not give enough legal scope in comparison between marriage and civil union. First, the adoption rights. Second is the immigration rights. And I think lastly would be hospitalization and whatnot. But yeah, I think it still does not give enough legal protection for the community. And I think this should be a call for the government to do something about it, given the fact that this community is apparent and to call such action is difficult, but it would not only uplift the community, but it would also, accept that there is, it would really uplift the community, and it's not just merely about toleration, but as well as the acceptance of them. Yeah.
Okay, and last question. What role do you think civil unions play in countries such as the Philippines where same-sex marriage is still not legal?
I think that is a big step for the Philippines. If ever we acknowledge civil unions for the LGBTQ community, given the fact that the Philippines is a very closeted Christian nation. So to have this kind of amendment siguro in the constitution where we acknowledge civil union as a form of
Civil status.
civil status for the LGBTQ community, that is already a big step for the country to acknowledge the community.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Crystal Daphne Cuyos. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a proud member of the LGBTQ community. I'm a proud pansexual. I get attracted to males, females, and everything in between. I'm very open to relationships with anyone that I find attractive, of course. And I'm very, very isolated at the moment while sharing my experience. But yeah, I'm not really looking for anyone. So yeah, not the reason why is that it's very hard to find people here in Cagayan. I mean, there's a lot of people that are very open with their same-sex relationship. I'm very happy that people are very open with that. But the problem is that it's not like I can't find anyone. It's just that I'm just not ready yet. And my stance on same-sex union is that I really agree with that. I know, I'm very aware that we're a very religious country, and it's very not normal for same-sex to be wed in a church or under the church. But I do agree with same-sex union, like within court, because legally we can show off our same-sex partners. So that's why I agree with the whole same-sex union, because I want to proudly say that I have a wife or I have a husband in this certain type of relationship that I have as being pansexual. And within like same-sex union, you can share the same assets with your partners, with your wives, something like that. I really do agree with having that, because love is love. And if you want to show off your love, it's a better way to show off while it's being legalized in court. So that's my stance on same-sex union.
I agree with my interviewee because civil unions for LGBTQ individuals are an important step toward ensuring recognition and equality. They provide legal protection and rights such as inheritance, healthcare, decision-making, and joint ownership, which are important for any committed relationship. Recognizing civil unions also promotes inclusivity and sends a strong message that love and commitment deserve respect regardless of gender or sexual orientation. While civil unions may not offer full parity with marriage in all contexts, they represent progress in dismantling discrimination and building a more equitable society.
Addressing the challenges of civil unions. First is the legal inconsistency. Problem with that is the laws and regulations regarding civil unions can vary widely between jurisdictions, leading to confusion and inequality. First solution would be the uniform legislation. Advocate for consistent nationwide legislation that grants equal rights and protection to civil unions as to heterosexual marriage. Second is the interstate recognition. We ensure that civil unions are recognized across states or national borders, promoting legal stability for couples. Second is the public awareness and education. Problem with that is that it lack of public understanding and acceptance of civil unions can lead to discrimination and social stigma. First solution would be the public awareness campaign. It launched campaigns to educate the public about the importance of civil unions, their legal status, and the rights and responsibilities they entail. Second is the media representation. Encourage positive and accurate representation of same-sex couples in media, including television, movies, and advertising. Third is the school curricula. Incorporate discussions about diverse family structures, including civil unions, into school curricula to foster tolerance and understanding from a young age.
We can start small by creating an advocacy video talking about civil union so that many people, such as you guys, can be aware of the existence of civil union. Create bonds and friendships and join a community that also share the same idea that civil union should be legalized here in this country. And lastly, a small step that we can do is vote for the right leaders who advocate for the same idea as we do.